Hello. Hello, friends. Is anyone out there? I see Lee. Hello. This is different, isn't it? Me live? What is this? My god. I haven't been live in 8 months, and I apologize. Stuff is happening. Oh, god damn you. I need to reach my water bottle. No, hold on. I will hydrate with a nice little beer because I was gifted. Um, Hello, hi, how we doing? I was gifted a subscription to a sort of beer club thing from work. So, cheers. This is a renegade lager from somewhere. So, it's not bad for an English beer. It's alright. But I will also hydrate because. Ah, but hello, yes, not dead. I am in fact alive and well and doing stuff and chilling. Um, things have calmed down now. Work is okay. Everything's okay. We're okay. This is fine. Uh, but yeah, hopefully, possibly the return to streaming. I hope. Rah! Rah, indeed. Hello. How are we all? He says before sarcasm falling off it. Hey, you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that. Look at me. Look at you. You don't know that. Okay? Okay? But hi fairy. You're gonna enjoy something that I have to show off in a second. You're gonna enjoy something, because we're not sticking with the regular format. Oh no no no! This talk is I'm being joined. I'm being coerced and pulled into a sort of on radio show broadcast podcasty talk with my good friend Dr. RavenIncarnate, and we're going to discuss villains. And as some people may know, Raven is a VTuber. I myself am not, but in order to help him out, I have done something. Oh, wow. So what was the last we heard? Got stuck on ads. What was the last we heard? I've done something basically. Friend is a VTuber. I am not, but I've done something. Fairy, thank you so much for thank you so much for making emojis for my Discord and for Twitch because hi there. So this is once I'm in the Discord call and it's not muted, this little guy will bounce up and down and swap between things. Um, and it's just to make it easier for Raven. It's just to make it easier. But apart from that, I also had a little play around with something. Um, has anyone heard of Vroid Studio? Because I may have started doing something. I may have tried to do something, and I'll let you see it now. It's not totally working, but it's there. It's ready to go. So, yeah. But without further ado, let us get into it. I hope you all enjoy what's going to happen. We're just going to chill, chat about stuff, chat about villains. I'll try and interact with the chat. I'll try and interact with his chat. I'll try and interact. This is gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be great. But once again, thank you very much, Ferry, for drawing that. It was a godsend. Took me a while to find them again because they were buried in the archives. But peace and love. Thank you so much. 2-minute ads. 2-minute ads. Dear God. So you missed all of that because you would have 3 minutes. I don't have that set to 3 minutes. Maybe I do. I don't know. I apologize for that. Oh my God. 6 minutes. Oh God. Okay. So you guys didn't hear anything I'd said there. Well, before you disappear, leave back to your thing, and also funnily enough, Beck, because you mentioned a VTuber. As I was saying, and Fairy's got to see already, but yeah, thanks to Fairy, I have this going, and this will start moving and be usable for this stream and future ones with RavenIncarnate. But also, thanks to Vroid Studio, Vroid, if anyone knows Vroid Studio and Vroid Hub, that's all very generic. I did not realize that I was muted on that. That's all very generic, all free asset stuff. And I'm gonna get it set up. I will talk about it later. But we've ran on long enough. It's been 8 minutes. I have Dr. Raven messaging me on Discord saying like, yeah, what the fuck's going on? We're started, guys. So enjoy. We're gonna get into it. Let me unmute. Oh.
You live.
Hello. Hi.
Fine. I'm sorry, man, but I've just been sat here thinking, oh god, it's 10 minutes have gone by and I've just been chatting bullshit.
I'm sorry. Okay, I had a lot to discuss.
I know. I forgot that you hadn't been streaming for nearly 8 bloody months.
Yes. Oh,
if
you're
not 9.
They're very quiet. So hold on. Let me keep talking for a little bit and let me adjust you.
You want me to start screaming? Because I can do that if you want.
No,
I fear for poor Adam's eardrums if I do.
You don't have to scream. You don't have to scream. I'm adjusting. I'm adjusting. Keep talking.
Oh, do I have to? Talking is such a pain in the ass sometimes. I've just done like a good 10-minute bit on how terrible my burger was from dinner. Seriously, soggy meat is not how burgers should be.
No, definitely not.
Seriously, if you ever bite into a burger and it's super soft and soggy and just drips, no. I don't talk for a living.
Yes,
I
you
wish
do.
I talked for a living. I don't get paid enough to live on from VTubing. If I did, I wouldn't be working a mediocre engineering job.
For now, for the time being, you know.
Like the likelihood of me being able to do this full time is incredibly low.
You never know.
I'd love to do it full time.
Weird manages to do it. I was listening to Distractable today, and they were chatting about how they get on with stuff, and it's just oh, if you want to be really into it and really content driven, you can be Mark and be rich. But if you want to just lie on the couch and just not worry about anything and let the content come to you, that's me. It's that's weird. That's me.
Yeah.
That's totally me.
I have way too many fucking stream groups that I fucking do shit with. I have a collab for Friday now. I do the mix and match Minecraft group on Saturday, followed by Over Engineered on the same day. And then on Sunday, I either play Vintage Story or I fucking do random party games with friends.
Hey, that's not only on Saturday on Sundays you're doing that vintage story now because like we have it
No,
going. So
I've given you an addiction and I'm not taking it away.
it's so good. It's such a good game. For
You
those
know, we
that
should
don't know
probably.
what vintage story is, it's basically Minecraft but like with like real life progressive farming and building tools, like getting flint and cutting it into shapes and stuff. It's fucking great. Uh,
It's a bit of an addiction.
but yes, it's been 10 minutes of preamble. Um, I'm your host, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome to the Northern Grove.
And
This
I'm the
this is
crackhead of a co-host.
this is my guest star, my co-host, Dr. RavenIncarnate. Is it Doctor? I'm gonna go with Doctor.
Yes,
Dr. Raven.
engineering doctorate, but hey.
Yeah, Dr. RavenIncarnate, and we're going to. I'm gonna. Which one was it? PC Capture 2. That's the one. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna move over here. Nice. Okay.
Welcome to the classroom, Kitty Winks. We're gonna be teaching you some shit.
So, my dear friend, you yourself are a villain. You know
Yes.
villains. You know.
Yes, I do.
You know.
Surprisingly friendly lot.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
Yeah, until you don't really think they're friendly until you're sat down having a cup of tea with Killer Croc. But hey,
But you know one villain in particular that you wanted to talk about. So, let's bring him up,
Yes.
shall we?
I'm assuming that you've already told your chat what exactly we're doing here.
Oh yeah. This is gonna be us just
Good.
making a tier list on villains and chatting about
Quite literally.
them.
So- The villain that I thought I would talk about first when it comes to what I think would be the ideal villain for at least presentation, other than, of course, the one and only Megamind, is the Monarch from Venture Brothers. For those of you who don't know, the Monarch is, well, I can't say he's the main villain of the Venture Brothers, because the Venture Brothers show is basically just, what if we took a shit ton of Saturday cartoon villains, mashed them into a pot, and then just made these 4 characters go through unending trauma with them.
yeah.
But either way, the Monarch is the first serious one that you ever actually interact with. And he's had some rather noticeable feats and quite a lot of history put into him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not watched a lot of Venture Brothers. I know of the Monarch. I know of a few things about him, but this is solely you. I will interject with comedy bits if I know anything, but other than that,
Oh, great. So basically, we started as like, yeah, we'll talk about it together. And the moment we start, it's just like, actually, I know fuck all. Talk. You just
I know
talk
a
the
bit.
chat
I
away.
know a bit. I'll ask the questions. It's fine. So we'll start
Okay.
off with question number 1. His infamy. How infamous is the Monarch in terms of like world lore? World lore in Venture Brothers, and then also in real life us. Like
Yeah.
how infamous is the Monarch?
All right. So, well, the Monarch in the Venture Brothers universe is actually recognized immediately whenever he shows up on screen. So it's not like he's a two-rate villain that, pops up and everyone's like, wait, who are you again? The moment that they see the Monarch, they know who the fuck he is. Because he's just been the kind of person who, he shouts out his name a lot. He calls himself the Mighty Monarch, and he does a full evil laugh, which I'm not going to do to save my throat, because currently my throat is scratchy as all hell.
I think I know the laugh, but I do not think I could read. His voice is kind of like in my head. I'm thinking it's like this, like it's a very kind of voice, but
It's similar, but deeper.
It's less Skeletor high pitch and more deeper down sort of talk, more of here.
Yeah.
No, that's still very Skeletor. It's awful.
It's like if Gandalf and Skeletor had a baby.
Yeah. Oh wait, I
Which
didn't
is
even
a
think of
weird
that.
It's a weird one, but yeah, that is how you should. That's how I see it. But yes, so
Hmm.
he's immediately recognizable not only because of his logo, but because of the things that he's done in the actual show. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know. Like, do you want to? Shall we segue into the next? Well, real life. If you've seen even a few clips of the Venture Brothers, you recognize the Monarch. The
100%.
Venture
Yeah.
Brothers is sadly not really well known mainstream wise, but anyone who has seen it or is interested in it, they know who the Monarch is.
Well, I wouldn't say Venture. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, burp. That's that beer. I wouldn't say they're not well known mainstream. Like I feel like Venture Brothers is definitely known because it was like it was out before The Boys and stuff like that, and it was like oh, and
My guy,
around about Invincible time as well. Like it was around then, so it's
my guy, it's been out a lot longer than that.
oh
It was released in 2003.
that okay wow. I only really
Yeah,
started hearing about it
yeah,
when Invincible came around. Jesus. Okay.
yeah, it's been around a little bit longer than everything else.
God. Okay. Right. Well, yeah. So in terms of infamy, um, I recognize them. I know them. I think that's a strong contender. In terms of their own real world, definitely very infamous. Me and villain, me and ish, one of me and villains, kind of.
Yeah, they're like they are desperate to be the main villain of like the characters of Venture Brothers, the Venture Brothers, but they never really quite get there until some bigger things happen in their life.
Okay, yeah. So
Alright.
scale of 1 to 10, I'm putting a 6.
I'd have to give it a solid 7 because with infamy, it's more about being recognized, and if you're immediately on sight recognized, that's at least got to be above average, at least a 7.
Okay,
Like
okay.
you see, you see
I
this
concede
guy.
the point. I can see 7. Yeah, like
Yeah, you
he's
you
well
see.
known if you know Venture Brothers and you know, or at least you've seen it
Yeah,
around. It instantly like, oh, like that's the Monarch. But
yeah.
for other people, for normal people that we aren't,
I was about to say, there's no one here that's fucking normal.
okay. So 7. All right. So uh, our next question, credibility. I cannot remember what we had said for credibility.
So, oh god, what did we say? I think it was something along the lines of, well, their reasoning for being a villain. Is it like actually a proper reason, or are they just little shitheads?
No, we kind of we kind of broke it down, I guess. Actually, but we'll leave this for now because I feel like it is tied with the other questions. So
Yeah, move it along.
yeah, okay. The other one, the next one then is the connection to their counterpart. So either to their henchmen, or to another evil villain, or to their like antagonist
Oh,
hero character.
okay. So that's actually a rather interesting one because the Monarch's relationship with every version of those is actually completely different. So it evolves throughout the series. Originally, the Monarch treated his henchmen, his minions, like utter shit because he saw them as expendable. But as he was going through the series with Henchman 21, who then became his second, who was a seemingly unkillable henchman, and Henchman 21 helped develop, well, the other henchers into a proper, efficient force, he actually started to care a lot more about his minions, and they actually, well, that increased their loyalty to him. On top
Right.
of that,
Okay.
his counterpart in the villain, he actually is married to his counterpart as a villain. His
Really?
wife, yeah,
Okay.
his counterpart as a villain. So his partner in villainy is Doctor Mister Monarch,
Doctor
who
Mister Mon.
it used to be Doctor Girlfriend.
Oh, I do know that one. I do. Yeah. Okay. Well, that
Yeah.
okay. We're gonna have to do them as well at some point, or I can
Oh,
pull up
absolutely.
I can pull up a photo, and we can also rank Doctor Girlfriend, Doctor Mister
I
Monarch at some point.
I won't lie. Doctor Girlfriend, I don't know that much about, mostly due to the fact that she was always just sort of partners, not a villain in her own right. She's always been sort of a secondary seat.
Hmm.
You get me?
We've got a Cody here saying the voice of an angel. Is that about Doctor Girlfriend, or is that?
Oh God, yeah, the voice of an angel.
um,
Yeah,
okay,
she's a
so
great
connect
character. I won't lie.
connection to the henchmen are all you said henchmen 21, are they all just numbered? Is it like the fucking minions, like
Oh,
with
they are
grade, be it?
they're all numbered. However, there are only really two that end up mattering to the monarch, which is Henchman 21 and Henchman 24, which they were both stated to have in the monarch's mind the rare mixture of expendable yet unkillable,
So
which meant that
exactly the minions from Despicable Me then of just
so he'd always send 21 and 24 out on a mission together. And then he added henchman number 0, who then ended up being the cliche trap triggerer. Because 21 and 24 had the confidence of, yeah, oh, we'll walk across this path and we won't get hit, but I guarantee you a giant log will swing down and hit you in the face. And they walk ahead, and Henchman 0 goes, oh, there's no chance that's happening. And he walks across, and it happens exactly like they said.
God, okay, right. So okay, so starts to like their minions, has the Doctor, Mrs., Mr. Monarch, girlfriend, etc.
Yeah.
Yes, all sorry, just Cody putting in here again in the chat. All my angels smoke 2 packs a day. You got a rough gravel voice. I smoke 2 pack a day all day. It's great.
That's credible. Yeah, that is actually credible. Anyway,
Uh,
so the connection to
the hero.
their rival.
Mhm.
So I'm about to say a spoiler. I know it's like a fucking 10, 20-year-old show now.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not. It's definitely more than if it came out in 2003. It is definitely 20 years.
20. I know it's a. I feel old, and I feel old, but I'm not even that old. The show's older than I am.
Man, I turned 26 in a couple of months, and it's scary. Like,
Yeah. Anyway,
me and
so
me and my friends actually on Saturday we worked out that when you hit 25, that's it, and then you just start doing like 25 part 2, 25 part 3, and because of the Ahsoka show, which I haven't seen all of yet, so don't be no spoilers please, but because of that we started doing 26 is now 25 Attack of the 25 for Attack of the Clones, and then you have
oh, you bastard! That's great. I love it.
and then 25
Anyway,
25 Return of the Sith, and then 20 25 A New Hope, a new 20 a new 25.
Back on topic before
Now.
we get fucking. No, we cannot keep talking about how old we are. Moving on.
Okay, so the hero. So
So
there's more than one hero in Adventure
there
Road.
is more than one hero, but I'm going to talk about the one that he was partnered up with and became the arch rival of, instead of just the ones that he normally goes after.
Got it.
So this is the penultimate. This is his arch rival as assigned by the guild, which is of course Dr. Venture, which ended up being blood related.
I'm sorry. I just want to say, why the fuck does everywhere just start handing out doctorates? Like what? Like
To be fair with you, Dr. Venture is actually a credible scientist who works with super science.
But like every media just hands out doctors, like, ah yes, Doctor Doom, Doctor Monarch, Dr. Raven Incarnate.
The Monarch's not a doctor.
Oh, he's not. Oh, he's just the Monarch.
Yeah, he is just the Monarch.
Ah, okay.
His rival's Dr. Venture, a super scientist.
And not an evil one. That's surprising.
And as they found out, Dr. Venture and the Monarch are actually brothers. Full-on blood-related brothers. Not half-brothers, full-blood brothers.
Oh my god.
I think it was, or was it half-brothers? One or the other. But basically what happened
his
was...
morals are debatable. Oh my god, okay.
Yeah, that's true. But basically, what happened? I mean, yeah, he did use a part of an orphan in a machine, but either way.
Well, no, no, no. Sorry, I was taking a drink. We're not skipping over. I'm sorry. What?
Okay, so Thaddeus Venture basically created a machine that he needed a power source for, and once it started being cursed, he brought in a magical expert to scan it. And the magical expert was like, "What the hell is this thing made out of?" And he went, "Well, I may have used a few unorthodox parts." And the guy just goes, "Just tell me one." And Dr. Venture just goes, "An orphan."
Oh,
I'm
I do
sorry,
remember.
what?
I remember that clip. Okay, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
remember. Yeah. Well,
just a
let's move on. Let's
small
move on.
orphan child. It's powered by a forsaken child? Maybe, kinda. I mean, I didn't use the whole thing.
Okay, okay, okay. So,
Okay, I got that out of my system. Yeah.
yeah. So,
Turns out they were half brothers, and how that ended up becoming a thing was basically Dr. Venture's brother, which was just called Thaddeus Senior, ended up banging his mother, who was married at the time,
jeez.
and got her fucking knocked up. And of course, it turns out, to make things even weirder, the fucking husband of his mother was actually a co-worker of Dr. Venture. A hero called the fucking... Oh god, what was it? The Blue Morpho.
The blue. Oh my god. Okay.
Who he then proceeded to have blackmailed to make the Blue Morpho do his dirty work.
They sound worse than as Android Usagi just said. Venture is the real villain. They sound worse than the actual villain you're talking about.
And then to top it all off, right? The fucking poor guy was killed, his body uploaded into an android called Ventec, or Vendetta, rather, which was still enslaved to the to Venture Senior. And then, after the monarch finds his father's secret lair underneath the fucking mansion that was his home, because yes, he was a fucking Bruce Wayne type person.
I was about to say, yeah, that's Batman like.
He proceeded to take his father's Blue Morpho costume and use all the gadgets to hunt down every single villain that was actually in line to Arch Venture Jr. and kill them so that he could become the #1 Arch, which only then led him to finding out that Venture Senior was still alive, uploaded into Ventec Towers as an AI, who was trying to take over Vendetta, who only just got his memories back due to Ventec Towers sending a data upload to him.
Gee, that's a lot to take in. Okay, that is... wow.
And then, of course, poor
Okay,
fucking
well,
Monarch.
Okay. You're going on a tangent. You're going on a tangent. This is this.
No, this gets on to the actual Monarch. Because the Monarch comes along, he kills the Vendetta, aka his own dad. He then kills off Venture Senior. And gets back into position to arch his rival once and for all.
Good lord. Okay. Okay. Okay, so pretty deeply connected in a lot of areas there.
Man went on a fucking side quest as an anti-hero. Just so he could go back to villaining just the one guy.
I feel like I just lived through One Piece the way you just described all that. Like, that was...
The worst bit is it gets
saga.
even worse, because during the time when he wasn't assigned to Dr. Venture as an enemy, he went fully psychotic and point-blank rocket launch, like using an RPG, point-blank shot a guy while having basically a massive rage boner, pretending the guy was Dr. Venture.
Okay. All right. So this actually covers a few of what you went on your tirade here of. This is covered. So the connection to their counterpart. I'm willing to let this jump to like nine, because married, also brother is other person who just sounds god awful, and
Yeah.
starts to care about their minions. It's not a 10.
Oh,
It's not a 10
I forgot to
because
mention about the minions. They eventually do actually become blood brothers with Henchman 21, going so far as
oh
forsaking the
god.
guild of calamitous intent, so that the two could continue working as a pair.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Right. I will up it to a 10 then. That
It
is like
has to be a 10.
that's deep. That's deep connection all round. That is wow. Okay. For just so people are aware, I'm like typing it up on Notepad. So I'm keeping track here. Um, based on everything you've said there as well, how dangerous they are to others, I'm gonna put that up as an 8 as well because like that just all
So I can.
sounded so harmful and like
Oh, I didn't even get into their gadgets. They have basically an entire army of minions at the start of it, armed with dart launchers that are just loaded with a nerve agent that can either incapacitate or outright kill you.
oh god. Okay.
On top of that, all of his minions have flight capability, access to vehicles that they can use to combat people, and they fly around in a giant fucking airship that can launch fireballs, lasers, and cannons. And sometimes the lunchroom if they run out of ammo. They just dump the lunchroom out the
Okay.
bottom.
Okay, so I'm still sticking with 8 for that because like that's pretty dangerous. That's fairly like he's dangerous to his
I'm
minions. He's dangerous to the people around him. Like yeah, I'm putting
I'm
that
gonna
at
have to
8.
drop it. I'm gonna have to drop it to a 7 because
Oh, okay.
he doesn't really want to go up against anyone other than Dr. Venture. So if you don't get in his way, he isn't gonna really go for you.
Yeah, I mean, like you can not be in the way, but when you drop a fucking lunchroom out of an airship, people are gonna be in the way. So that's still pretty dangerous to just bystanders. Like,
He only did that in like on the property of Ventec Towers. So
okay, okay. So dropping it on 1A. Okay.
yeah.
All right,
On top of
seven,
that,
seven, seven. Yeah.
most of the time he doesn't kill civilians. Like he tried to kidnap someone just to make it so that Rusty Venture, aka the guy Thaddeus Rusty Venture, he tried to make it so that his first name was illegal,
What?
so that so that no matter what Rusty did, he would get arrested for using his name.
I've got you now, my arch nemesis. I won through a court case, and you can no longer use your own name in real life because fuck you. You want to apply? You want
Literally.
to apply for a loan? Boom, illegal. You want to apply for your new driver's license? Boom, illegal.
Boom, illegal. Oh, you get
You,
pulled over and hand them your license? Illegal.
you literally meet a person and go on a date. Hi, my name is Venture. Boom, arrested.
You
That's
tried to you tried to cash in a check? Arrested.
boom, arrested. Okay, well, yeah, okay, so definitely. See, but that kind of makes me want to put it back up to an 8 because that's dangerous to others. Like he went through the effort of a court case and legal proceedings. A man who is villainous and supposed to be against the law went through
Yeah.
legal terms to fuck with someone.
No, oh no, what I meant is he tried to kidnap a US senator and forced him to sign a bill. He didn't try and go for a court case. He just tried to
Still-
fucking do it by
Still legal
kidnapping a
terms.
senator.
Like that senator, even though yes, illegal means they still make it legal. So, okay.
Yeah.
All right, are we saying 7? Are we saying 7 or are we saying 8? I would
7.
7. Okay, okay. Again, that covers the next question. How capable they are.
Well, I can talk
their
about
gadgets,
one moment.
their gadgets, the fact that they kidnapped a senator, they the fucking lunchroom, how capable they are in terms of doing the villainy. This seems again pretty high. I'm gonna say 8.
I have another bit that I can talk about, which is a plan that they used, if you'd like.
Some words. Let's go.
So this is a quick one. Basically, he pretended to have kidnapped the Rusty's kid, went to go give Rusty's kid back, only for him to realize, hang on a second, that's just a minion wearing his kid's clothes. Did you somehow lose my kid? And you're like, how do you lose a kid? And he just kicks Rusty in the balls, takes the suitcase with $10 million in it, and just goes the same way you just lost $10 million and runs off.
Dear God. Okay. Okay. Wow.
You're not wrong, Cody. His biggest nightmare is one man with a knife. Brock Samson, though, isn't a fucking man. He is a fucking menace. That you do not go up against Brock Samson. You either die or get traumatized and put in a coma. You know, of course, of Brock Samson.
And vaguely, yes, vaguely, but
Basically, super soldier.
okay, yeah.
Who I would like to point out, Henchman 21 can go toe to toe against.
Damn. Should we do? Should we? You should do Minion 22 as their own villain at some point if they can do
21 specifically has stated that he is not ever to be considered a villain. He is only ever the henchman for the Monarch. That's it.
But that sometimes makes better villains. Villains that don't want to be villains are the best villains.
Nope. Yeah, to be fair, 21 is fucking badass. He is more physically capable than the Monarch.
Alright, so...
But yes.
High capable there. So, based on all that, I'm still saying 8.
I have to agree with that. 8 is a good spot for them. They are capable. Even when they lose their base and like their hover cocoon, well, they call it the cocoon, they are still capable of taking on threats that are far bigger than they are.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is the... So currently, we have their infamy at a 7. That's given them a lot of points. Oh, sorry, just very quickly.
Take care.
Goodbye, Lee. Farewell. Good luck with work. If you have the time whilst in work, you know, we may still be on. Don't know how long we're gonna go for with this, but we'll see. Yes. But right. So yes, at infamy we have it at 7. So let's give them a fair few points. That's bumped them up to at least a B tier. The connection to their counterpart. That's a 10. That has bumped them up to at least A or S tier. I'm going to say A.
Yeah.
How dangerous they are, 7. Still solid around an A tier.
A tier, yeah.
Yeah. How capable they are, still A tier. Okay. This is the one that is
That'll
going
make
to
or break them.
Well, no. The last question will make or break, but this is the one where you start to lose points. How dangerous they are to themselves.
Okay.
How often do they frequently injure themselves by having their evil plans backfire or their inventions blow up on them or just causing harm and misfortune to themselves? If this is really high, this is going to knock them down off the pedestal of A tier right now.
Their tech has never backfired on them.
Okay.
Their plans somehow always fucking work. Even when they have been caught in a trap trying to be used as basically a pasty for someone else's plan, they have gotten away with mild injuries. And even when injured, they have scared off assassins.
So they have never had their Dr. Doofenshmirtz moment of, I built a self-destruct button in, and it blew up in my face.
There has been only one incident. In fact, it didn't even hurt him. Henchman 21 set up bombs in a building with the Monarch. The Monarch got out the window. Henchman 21 didn't, and was instead blown onto the getaway vehicle.
Dear God, okay. I want to boost up how capable they are based on this. Like if they have not failed with their plans, like you're saying, they've
never had backfire on them. They have failed. Well, actually, hang on. trying to think. No, because they have succeeded several times kidnapping the Venture Brothers, which are the clones of Rusty. They have gotten multiple millions of dollars stealing from the actual, well, from their actual rival.
Hmm.
They have yet to act. I don't think they don't personally fight people.
I mean, they don't have to personally fight people. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of villains don't do that. Like, I know of very few that do. Um, but like,
Yeah, he rarely has actually failed when he has a mission. Like, well, most of the time, arching in the Venture Brothers universe is basically just being a nuisance to your protagonist or stealing a bit of their technology. And he's regularly kidnapped the Venture Brothers, Rusty. The only person he doesn't kidnap is Brock Sampson. But even then, he's hit Brock Sampson with a truck.
God, okay, okay. So, dangerous to themselves. This is going low. I'm gonna go 2.
I'd have, as much as I like the guy, he does have a self-loathing streak, and he has gotten through stupid plans, but did get injured a bit. Like the plans worked, but he did get hurt when he could have avoided it. I'd have to give it a 4.
4. Okay. We'll split the difference and we'll say 3 then. Okay.
Yeah.
But based on that, we're saying like, their plans kind of go through all the time. I'm gonna bump how capable they are to a 9. just that one extra point. Just that one. So, that's good. That's only minus 3 points. That's kept them solidly around high B, low A, probably in the more low A category. This is good.
Yeah. It also just depends on what era of his villainy you are taking it from. If you're taking it from when he first started, it would be lower. But if we're talking end of the series, it'd have to be at least low A.
Okay. So, the final make or break question: how detestable of a character are they? Like when you look at this person, like I'm just looking at his face and I'm going like, ugh. Ugh.
Well, I can tell you a story that will turn that up to 11 if you'd like.
I mean, we've got the time. We may as well go ahead.
So there is a hero called Captain Sunshine in this world, which which the Monarch has seething hatred for, and he has antagonized Captain Sunshine, who has been revealed to be a little bit of a pedophile.
Oh
And
my
so
God.
what he did to fully antagonize this man, it was hinted that he had illicit relationships with his sidekick, was he dressed up as this man's sidekick, still with the beard and the eyebrows, walked into his HQ and basically went, "Doesn't this fill the void
Hold on, sorry.
inside you?"
Pause. I've had a beer explosion. No.
Oh, you bastard! You poor bastard! Did it get everywhere? Quick!
Yes, I'll be back in a
Quick,
second.
drink it
I need a tile. Ah.
Poor bastard.
It's all over my desk. No. Oh, my phone. No. I'm gonna slurp up the foam.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, my Razer mouse. No.
But yeah, he basically dressed up as this guy's old sidekick, and then just went, "Wouldn't this fill that hole inside of you? Getting to fuck both your sidekick and greatest rival at the same time."
God. Okay. Right.
Yeah, so I have to give the detestable at least a 7. I love him as a villain. I hate him for all of it, though. It is just gross as fuck.
Okay. Cool. Fucking hell. I'm fine. It only splashed me a little. The beer tastes delicious. I will say that much. This is a Block Party Indian Pale Ale. Just. Oh God! Went down the wrong way.
Poor bastard.
it only slightly got on my mouse and keyboard, so it's fine.
Awesome.
Arson, lots of arson. Can we get arson in the chat?
Don't set fire to my lab, people. I need it.
It's fine. Arson, arson all around. Burn it all. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So, detestability. You said 7, 8,
At least a 7.
7. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm dying now because I'm trying to slip up all the foam. I will also go with 7. So that's good. That means we can head over to the tier list here. So I will grab our little photo of the monarch.
The monarch.
So we had infamy of a 7. What about what about the trees? The trees are fine. The trees are okay. You don't have to worry about the trees. I mean, you probably should. Ika hor patren, my friend, but you should definitely worry about the trees. But the trees are not too worried about you, but you should be worried about the trees. Anyway, so just a little bit of world lore sprinkled in. So
Just to entice them.
Yes. So 7. We're upping that to a B tier. Then we had connection to counterpoint being 10. I'm gonna say the 10 jumps them up to an S tier, but because of how dangerous they are, being a 7, it drops them down to a high A. Then how capable they are, being a 9 would bump them back up, and then how dangerous they are to themselves kind of doesn't do anything and keeps them there.
Yeah.
So it's like high A, S tier.
I think because we're just judging them on their own merits, and because most of the time they work as a pair with Henchman 21, them on themselves is a high A tier.
High A tier. Cool. Okay. I was about to pick up the salt shaker. Fairy, no. Oh, you poor thing.
Never, ever drink salt. It's not nice.
Can you drink salt? I think it's more you ingest or eat salt. I think it would be more that, but
like crunching tiny little rocks. Do not do it.
Cody, do not be your intrusive self here. Don't drink salt. Also, don't drink salt water. I've done that before. It's not good. Okay, so high A. We're going with high A then. That is where we will put them. This tier list. Voice break. This tier list. This tier list will be available on my Discord and also on Raven's Discord once I share the link. You guys can vote on whether you think that they should go higher or lower by giving little emoji reactions. And every week when we come and do this, we will react to that and see how many they've been given and move them up or down based on your guys' stuff. But yeah, okay. Some people need to eat. Whoa, there's lots going on. You can gargle salt whenever you have a sore throat, yes, but honestly, you're just better having hot toddies and lemsips and nice hot lemon with honey. Like, that's so much better for your throat. Cinnamon tea.
I'm just gonna take the 5-minute drive it takes to get to the shore from where I am and just go into the ocean and gargle salt water. I'll be right back.
I mean, there's easier ways. You just get salt and a glass of water, and there you go.
But nothing beats the taste of the sea. Or semen. Anyway.
Whoa! Moving swiftly on. So, wow, you went real in depth with your guy with the monarch. I feel bad for what I'm about to do.
No, because I know who exactly you've chosen.
Forget touching grass. I need to touch the sea. I need to go in the ocean. I need to go in the water.
Oh, that is just me in general.
Honestly, see it with my Sariel costume, the fucking pirate lord Sariel, and me being on the tall ships and sailing across the North Sea and all that kind of stuff. I love the ocean, man. and also because I worked on the Pale Beyond, and that's a game about a ship, and you're on the ocean. Sponsor? Not really. I'm probably
Talk,
good.
talk to them. Get a sponsor. Do it.
No,
Let
no,
me
no.
do my first ever sponsored stream, motherfucker.
I'd probably die if I could. um, so yeah.
Uh,
So what was?
I
What
mean,
was
I
it?
work on boats. It can't be difficult if I didn't love the sea.
True, true, true. But yes, my person, Bellular sponsor went never. Unfortunately, never. In fact, I'm probably not even allowed to mention them, but that happened. It's a thing. Anyway,
Who cares?
you went in depth with your person. I know a good deal about my person. They're only in one episode.
I know who you're talking about.
Did you see the photo?
I saw, and I am both disappointed and impressed.
I mean, they are a fantastic. So my villain is Hank Scorpio.
Fucking Hank Scorpio.
I mean, like, give me some time here. Give me some time here to justify my pick of Hank Scorpio being a good villain. Okay? Infamy. Instantly recognizable because Hank Scorpio is the generic Bond villain from every Bond movie. He is.
And also because he's got that iconic flamethrower scene.
Oh, you mean this photo right here? You mean that photo?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm just going
that one.
off the fucking rails and burning everything around him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hank Scorpio. Hank Scorpio. Sorry about the flashbang, by the way, with the white background. Bang. Infamy. This man, if you know The Simpsons, instantly recognizable because he's just unhinged with the flamethrower. Based on that scene that I have there, I mean, maybe this is just me because I know The Simpsons all too well and I know the quote. Homer walks in looking for sugar for a cup of coffee or something like that. Is this the guy who used his contact lens to melt rope? Yes, this is the villain from that scene. So the James Bond character is the one that does that. This is the villain that has put him into the laser. And then when the Bond guy escapes, he goes, "Somebody stop him!" And Homer rugby tackles him to the ground.
Reflex, yeah.
Yeah, that is this guy. That is this guy. So based on this scene here, the one I have up,
Isn't he also the guy who goes, "Oh, why didn't I think about that?" and facepalm?
yes, yeah. Well, I'll get to that scene. I'll get to that scene. Don't worry. So the one I want to talk about though is this one of he's deciding on where he should blow up. He's deciding on where his super death weapon should impact, and he asks Homer, "Say, if you had to pick between this place or this place, where I think it was between like Italy and Sweden, I think that was it. It was like, where would you pick?" And Homer goes, "Ugh, definitely Sweden." It's like, no one ever picks the other place, and it's like it's so clever. It's so clever.
Yeah.
And like, um, I think if you're a Simpsons fan, instantly recognizable, instantly infamy wise, strong 7. I'm willing to concede a 6 because people are not as in depth to Simpsons as I am.
Yeah, I'd have to give if you've seen the episode, you know him immediately, even
Exactly.
years after seeing it. But the thing is, not every Simpson fan will have seen that episode, so I'd have to say 6.
Yeah, I'm willing to concede that point. That's fine. But like just iconic. Like he's only in one episode, and it's just like boom, there we go.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I know for a fact Hank Scorpio is not going to be high on this list. I don't care. I just wanted to do him because I thought it was funny. Connection to their counterpart. Now, technically, you could take this in 2 directions.
He was the boss.
Their boss? No, he is the boss.
He hired Homer, who
Yes.
ended up being his counterpart.
Yes, yeah. So he is Homer's boss. So very close connection to Homer. Wait, he looks like Ned Fulmer. Who's Ned Fulmer? Can I Google Ned Fulmer? Can I do that? Who's
I'll
Ned?
look it up.
Who's Ned Fulmer? Fair, I need to know who Ned Fulmer is before I Google this.
A comedian. Oh my god,
The
kind
Try
of.
Guys? Oh, the Try Guys.
I can kind of see it. I don't agree
Oh.
fully, but I do kind of see it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna Google that guy. Honestly,
So,
I think that makes them more dangerous. The fact that he looks like him.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
the next
Oh God,
question.
Ned cheated on. Oh, yep, yep. Yeah. Yeah. So connection to their counterpart, connection to Homer, super strong. Putting him up at 8. Connection to their Bond, their other guy. You only
Blood.
see them for one scene, so it's like and it kind of drops them
It's
down
just,
again. But it's like
yeah, it's just
again instantly
dismissive.
recognizable, and it's just the iconic Bond of like, so you're trapped in my laser beam, ha ha ha, like
True, but the thing is, we see him for one scene, and then he doesn't come back to try and stop them. He doesn't break out fully.
because he's dead.
Yeah.
This
So at that
the
point,
second he breaks out, Homer Rugby tackles him, and then he's took off to be executed. You hear them cocking the gun.
but to be fair, doesn't that immediately end their connection? He's no longer connected to that person because they're dead.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that certainly drops it. But I would say that he's connected to the organization that that Bond character comes from, because that Bond character is sent on behalf of like MI6 or whatever, or like the government agencies, because Hank is threatening to blow up, send a nuke and blow somewhere up, and he like has a big conference call with all the leaders of the world. So like,
But then why didn't they send anyone else to stop him?
because they assumed that this guy was 007. He was like the best of the best. They just weren't accounting for Homer Simpson.
The worst of the worst, yet somehow fucking lucky.
Exactly. So, I would say it's still highly connected to Homer. Instantly loses the connection with the Bond character, but still connected with the rest of the world. So I'm willing to still go 6.
Yeah. I think a 6 is fair.
Hmm.
If it was just based on Homer, it would be a lot higher, but the fact that he had outside connections that were cut straight away sort of drops it.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Craig, how's it going? My favorite villain is me. Yes, honestly, in terms of villains, I'm gonna do Craig as one for one time. Uh, he is a villainous man. He's dangerous.
And I will bring myself.
What the fuck?
But yes, anyway.
Somehow my beer reclosed. The one
Magic
that
resealant.
no, it literally did. Like I'll take a photo of it and I'll put it on Discord. But like, I had cracked it. It's the one that exploded. Um, it fucking sealed itself again. Um, here
Wait, quick, shake it. Is there any left?
Oh, there's tons. Yeah, like it's still full. I can feel it. But here.
Wait, how can it be full if it just exploded?
Well, like it fizzed up and exploded. But like here I'll show you. Um,
You're showing it on screen as well. Don't forget that.
Yeah, yeah. See, it it resealed.
It decided to fix itself.
Like, I don't understand. What kind of
Anyway, I'm gonna turn off that screen capture until you go back to the pages because I don't want to dox anyone in your fucking DMs.
I don't think there's anyone there. Oh, well, I mean, there's no one's actual names. It's fine.
Because you don't have stream mode for yours, which means everyone's username is immediately on display because OBS has that, but Streamlabs doesn't.
No, Streamlabs does, but for some reason it messes shit up for me. it like breaks my camera and it breaks certain things, and like I normally have it enabled, but then it's, I don't know, it does something weird. But that is,
Anyway,
I will edit that. I will edit that before I put it onto YouTube, and I will blur all that, and then also I will fix that for next time. But yes, okay. So back to Hank Scorpio.
yeah.
Once we've had our, we can rewind time now past my already rewind time magicy of beer magicness. How capable? No, sorry. How dangerous Hank Scorpio is to other people.
Very. I'd have to give it about at least an 8. Because
Yeah.
of the fact that he had a nuke, he was ready to launch it. He even went as far to use a flamethrower even on his own people.
Yeah, like literally gets invaded by the army of all people. Like I think a lot of different armies join together, and he uses this to just mow them all down. And I think it's while he is launching the nuke, because he knows he's getting raided. He's just like, I'm gonna just launch it. I'm gonna just do it. Like,
Yeah. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna get captured anyway. Might as well.
yeah, like, and in more humorous one, how dangerous they are to others. He goes to Homer's house, because he invites him to live on like some property, some branch, and he's like, "You ever seen a man throw away his shoes?" And he throws his shoes into the street and hits someone on the head. So he's dangerous to passerbys because he's just fucking crazy. He's off his head.
Yeah, I'd have to say, overall, it has to be an 8. The man's a psychopath that willingly just chucks anything and everything at people just to try and get them to fucking die.
Yes, and
He's a type of person who, if given 2 bullets and like 3 people, will fire 2 shots and then beat the other person to death with the pistol.
yeah, and I'm actually gonna push this on you and say I want to put it as a 9 because the voice actor that plays Hank Scorpio is the same one that does the iconic line from the Simpsons movie. Here's how I want them arranged: tough, tough, soft, soft, tough, soft.
Tough, soft, tough.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm afraid you've gone mad with power. Of course I have.
Of course I have. Have you ever tried going mad without power? It's weird. No one listens to you.
So, like, the voice actor himself playing that character as well, dangerous. Just unhinged.
Yeah.
Mental. So,
Okay, a 9. Give him a 9 for the meme.
yeah. Dangerous, how dangerous they are to others and how capable they are. It's very interchangeable. I feel he's very strongly capable because, again, launched nuke, burning people, all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to drop the how capable they are to a 7.
Yeah.
Because again, it's only like we don't have a long arc. We have a 30-minute maybe 25-minute episode of just, here we go. Here's Hank Scorpio. So
The thing is, as well, they had one plan that went really, really well, but it was foiled almost entirely by a buffoon.
yes. Thanks for stopping by, Ferry. Again, also thank you for this amazing emoji that I'm getting to use for this. It's really helped out. Thank you so much. Bye. But yeah, like, yeah. God, see, all these last questions are very quickly answerable because of the how dangerous they are to others one. So straight after how capable is how dangerous they are to themselves. Again, need I say more than just this flamethrower?
Yeah, they're dangerous to themselves, which they're half-cocked. They burnt the world around them without realizing, hang on a second, I could get burnt as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like, I'm thinking middle of the road 5.
I'd have, with how unhinged they are, I'd have to go 6.
Yep. Okay. Yep. That's fine.
They're unhinged enough that I could see them hurting themselves just to hurt someone else.
Yeah. Of course.
Sort of like, I can't reach you because my arm is buried underneath this rubble, but I have a knife, so I'm cutting off my own arm so I can then stab you.
Yeah. What's that? You've got a boot on my throat and I've got myself pinned down on all sides, I'm just gonna keep biting your foot until until you push down even harder on my throat that I can't talk.
I'm gonna nibble your ankles.
So yeah, so definitely 6.
Yeah.
How detestable they are. 1.
Yeah.
Man's hilarious. Like,
No, it's the humor. The humor gets you, and then like you can't really say like, oh, he's scary as all hell, because he looks like a regular old guy. Like you could pass him by on the street, and with that sweater vest, he looks like a therapist.
yeah. Well, he only wears the sweater vest there. Like, you know, he's known for wearing much more luxurious outfits.
Yeah, but then that just gives you the vibe of like rich white oil investor.
True. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna say how detestable is 1, definitely.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gotta be.
So then, okay. So in terms of our points, then, see, like you were able to go on like a 40-minute tirade with your one. I think I was on like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, but hey.
Because there's not much to it, but like I think he's still fun. I think it's great. But it gives us enough time to go on to our third one, which is more appropriate for today, which we can both talk about if we know who it is.
I think he's a solid C tier villain. You know,
Yes, yeah.
he's a one-off villain that shows up, is rememberable enough that if you saw him, you'd be like, oh, I know who he is.
Yeah. So his infamy was a 6. That's a solid C. His connection to their counterpart, also a 6. Definitely C. Maybe pushed him into low B. How dangerous they are to others actually kind of puts him into a higher B, because it was a 9.
Yeah.
And how capable they are, being so high as well, being a 7, it kind of puts them in a solid B. But dangerous to themselves knocks them back down, and how detestable they are, if anything, it kind of drops them to a D. But
Yeah, to be fair, with a D, it is more fitting.
yeah, like it's not F, because he is a villain. Like F would be
He
like,
is a villain, and you would recognize him. But he's not a good villain. He didn't have any form of presentation.
whoa, excuse the fuck out of you. He had so much presentation.
Yeah, but he didn't emblazon the nuke with his name. He didn't have a fucking evil lair that screamed, "This is this villain's lair." It was generic mountain lair.
True.
You get me?
True. Yeah. But the man had sugar in his pockets, just loose sugar. That's presentation. That's weird. That's quirkiness.
Presentation does not equal weirdness and quirkiness. Presentation is, wow, how you present yourself. Being weird and quirky just doesn't do it.
But that's how I present myself, as weird and quirky.
Either way.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with B tier. This is B tier. Or not. I'm sorry, D tier. Yes, B tier. No, definitely D tier.
Yeah.
Definitely D tier. All right. I'm glad I got to do that one, because I was gonna do someone else, and then you said you were doing Monarch, and I was like, well, if we're starting off with cartoon characters, I know exactly the cartoon character for me, because he is my, other than Dr. Doofenshmirtz, that is my villain. That is my cartoon villain.
Yeah. Dr. D, I think we need to say for a very special occasion.
Yes, yeah, because not only is there Dr. D, but there is also the Legion of Evil. I think that's what they are. EVIL.
No, you mean the Legion of Evil? The Legion of Villainous Evildoers, maniacally aligned. Oh, fuck, how do you do it?
Love Muffin. Yes.
Love
yeah.
Muffin.
Yeah. Legion of villainous
Hang on.
evildoers, maniacally.
United for frightening investments and naughtiness.
Yeah, love. You want to call us Love Muffin?
It's just iconic.
Every villain is lemons. Yes, every evil. Every villain is lemons, or every villain is lime, because lime green tends to be what is around a lot of villains. Mainly Disney villains, but so
Okay.
you have not seen who this final person is that I'm going to bring up.
No, but I have a feeling, considering the day.
Yes. My guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It being spooky month. It being Friday the 13th. The day that we should not go outside, and we should be afraid for our very lives on the streets. The Northern Grove is haunted. The trees are watching, and beyond every corridor, a benevolent shadow figure watches you.
If it wants to fucking have a show, it needs to pay, the bastard. The shower is not a free viewing area.
Well, it respects your privacy still, and it makes sure, like you have your comfort and everything, but when at any other time, you're not alone. Especially when a certain someone comes out on this one day every year.
I'm gonna disappoint you because I
It's
wrong
not.
one.
It's
That's
not
the
the monarch.
monarch.
Yeah, I have to flick over. I'm sorry. Jason
I'm gonna
Voorhees.
I'm gonna disappoint you. I've not seen a single Friday the 13th movie.
No.
I've
Dude.
not seen a single Friday the 13th. I've not seen a single anything.
But you know Jason. You know him.
I know Jason. Who doesn't know Jason?
Exactly. Man is iconic for being, apart from Michael Myers, and apart from Freddy Krueger, this was like the start of Halloween. This was like,
Look,
even though Michael Myers movies are literally called Halloween, I feel like this more aligns with like that horror genre of like kids out in the woods gonna die,
getting murdered.
Yeah.
You see that mask, you see that knife, or the machete rather, you know who it is. You can tell just from the mask that it is Jason. This is the epitome of instant recognition.
Yeah, and like the iconic like that fucking that infamy 10 out of 10. Like just skyrocket 10.
The fact that he keeps coming back, like, okay, I'm just gonna run through these because it's just a lot easier to say it as like they are. So infamy, again, 10 out of fucking 10. You know who that motherfucker is. You don't hesitate in going, oh, I don't know who that is. I haven't seen any of the movies and I know who that is.
Yeah, no,
The credibility. You see that motherfucker, you're scared.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
If I saw that on the street as I'm walking home at night, I'm leaving. I am getting in the car and running. It's not gonna be enough, but I'm gonna try.
Thank you for pointing that out as well. Cyber Stairs and Ice Nine Kills have a literal song about his movie. He is so infamous that they have done songs about him. Like
his counterparts are all from the place where he died, the original fucking camp where he died.
Camp Crystal Lake, yeah, because he is so like connection to counterpart. He gets bullied. Do you know the general premise of the first movie anyway?
I do.
Okay, yeah. So he gets bullied at the camp when he was a little kid, and like essentially, quote unquote, dies / goes missing, and like eventually returns after many years of going crazy out in the wilderness or whatever, and just wants to take revenge on the counselors of the place because they were the ones that bullied him and like all that kind of stuff. And I think they threw him into the lake, and he was like afraid of swimming and all that kind of stuff. So like his connection to all of that, like he again high. However, the other movies, the first movie, if we were solely basing it on the first movie, connection to the counterpart and connection to all that, high, maybe a 9, maybe a 10. But then you have Jason versus Freddy and Jason versus Michael Myers.
Yeah,
and
drops it down.
And then you start going into the other films of Friday the 13th Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 3. all the other ones. And I can't remember whether it is still him or whether it's like someone being like him, or like it's like a
Recreating.
demon that came back and possessed someone else's body and is him, or like I can't remember. But
I'd
the
say
connection becomes less and less every time he comes back, because like he did it. He took revenge on those counselors.
and just like that,
Doesn't he
he's
go into space at
wandering
one point?
without,
Yeah.
and just like that, he wanders without a purpose and without a connection to the mortal realm, and just becomes a random killer.
Hmm. Hmm.
Poetic almost.
Yeah.
I'd have to say it'd probably be a 4, maybe a 5 with every other movie put in.
Yeah. I I wouldn't go 4. 4 seems low. 4 seems too low. Because he does drop to a 5. He does. He was at the 9, the 10 mark. He drops to a 5 because of the rest of the movies. But there is also one counterpart that we're not thinking of. His mother.
That's true.
He is constantly connected to her because he literally has her corpse, or at least a corpse that he's dressed up as his mother.
Yeah, so
So
we're 5 for certain.
5 for certain. 5 definitely solid there.
How dangerous? How dangerous are
How
they?
dangerous!
Leave my accent alone. It kicks in at random.
English bastard.
Besides, I'm not even sure that was my English accent. I think that was another accent I picked up along the way from someone.
How dangerous!
I'm going
He's
to
a
go
dangerous,
over.
dangerous man in the. Oh Jesus!
I'm going to come over there and I'm going to stab you.
Do it, bitch. You won't.
All right, that's it. I'm looking up. Hang on. Fucking how costly are flights or boats to Ireland, Northern Ireland to be specific?
They would be pretty cheap, but you don't know where I am. Maybe I'm already in England. Maybe I'm in the walls. He's in the walls.
Hey, it's only like £97.
Really? They were so much cheaper. What the fuck?
Hang on.
Surely you can get one for like
Ah.
you can get one like for like 30 quid. Surely.
Yeah, £25 direct to Belfast.
There you go. Yeah. Granted,
Time
that's
to get a passport.
no. You don't. You don't. You don't. Do you have a driver's license? Of course you do.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
I drive. No, I've been driving without a license this entire time.
Well, I mean, we all have. But
I haven't actually.
yeah, you have a, like, if you want to fly to here, like the amount of times that whenever I was working over in London, I would just use my driver's license, because you can just go over, like, because it's within the UK, you're fine. And I know that is a very controversial statement for a lot of people, but unfortunately, it is what it is. For now.
For now, until it changes. But yes. So, how capable, like how dangerous they are. They're incredibly dangerous. They're also incredibly capable.
Yeah.
There is not a single movie where they haven't at least killed a handful of people.
Yeah. Yeah. They do not die. They are effectively immortal, apart from very rare circumstances. They constantly get stabbed, blown up, shot, burnt, drowned, just everything you can think of. And as Cody points out, he goes to space at one point, so he doesn't need to breathe.
This motherfucker keeps coming back.
Yeah, so super capable, super dangerous. Not only to others, but also to themselves, because he just kind of willingly walks through the fire because he's like, I want to get over there and kill you. That's all I gotta do.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you thought going behind a burning barrier like that would normally roast a person would save you? Fuck that shit. Yeah, I could go around the fire, but that is not the shortest way to get to you to kill you.
Precisely.
I will walk through the fire to get to you.
Yeah, yeah. So like, again, this is bumping it up. This is like, whew, nines, maybe 8s, maybe 9s.
9. I'd have to give it a 9.
Yeah. For dangerous to others, capable, and to themselves.
They are dangerous to themselves because they do not care for their own well-being. But can you really call it dangerous to themselves when they are immortal?
Ooh, good point. Good point. Good point.
Because yeah, oh, if they weren't immortal, they would be dying 100,000 deaths. But the thing is, if you know you're going to come back anyway, what's stopping you from just walking into fire to kill someone?
Well,
What's
I don't think
stopping you?
I don't think he does know that he's gonna come back. I think he does not care. Like he has a sole
Doesn't
goal,
care.
and that's it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think after getting brought back a few times, he sort of gets the gist of it and goes, "Well, if I'm gonna die now, I'll just get brought back the next time."
Yeah, yeah. So like, dangerous to themselves. Drop this down to like a 2, I guess.
Yeah, two seems fair.
Yeah. This already, he is looking like nearly an S tier villain. This is oof.
He's a rotting fucking corpse, detestable as all fuck. You see that, and you immediately have fear in your chest, and the moment you smell that, you're like, ugh, because he is just a he's well. Some people theorize he's the walking corpse. He's swollen from the fucking water that's gotten into his bloody body. He's died over and over again, and he probably smells like it too. I'd have to give his detestability at least a 7.
I would agree, but fuck you. I'm going to be I'm going to be that little shit that goes. I don't think he's that detestable. I think he is detestable for
No,
the what?
no, we're not having this, you fucking
No, no,
monster
no, no,
fucker.
no, no. No. Whoa, 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 I mean, he's a big, strong, burly man, and who wouldn't? But no, I think he's detestable to the people he murders. Yes, but in terms of like bystanders and like people around and just like looking at him, like when I look at that, I don't go ugh like I did with the monarch and stuff like that. Um, I look at that and go, that's creepy, but kind of cool because like I don't know, it's there's something about it. Yeah, from a distance, he kind of sort of blends in like his surroundings, so he's not really that noticeable, which makes him more creepy and more scary and more dangerous, but not outright detestable unless you're one of his victims.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, I agree there.
Yeah, yeah. And Cyber again brings up a good point here. Being manipulated by his mother, who had a horribly unhealthy obsession with him. In terms of detestability in the movies, it's the mother character, and also the counselors that bully him.
Yeah.
He is a product of his surroundings. He is not detestable. He's scary. He's creepy. He is a lot of things, but detestable, no.
I'll have to agree. Yeah.
Excellent. So I'm not going to say 1 though, because that was Hank Scorpio. I will give you detestable points because of the victims and stuff like that. What are you thinking?
Think 4 to 5.
I would say 4. I would maybe even go lower, but I will go with 4. So boom,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, so uh, I actually need to upload this image to here. How do I do that?
You might want to hide away your thing before you
Yeah,
do that,
I'm just
because
gonna
otherwise.
uh, drop that down, and I'm gonna pull this over here. There we go. Choose files. This one? Did that work? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Wabam.
I rather like this format of us having 2 villains, one we pick, like each, and then a third one that we debate together.
Yeah, yeah, this works. So like you next time we do this, we'll each bring one, and then you bring the mystery one that I will not know of,
Okay.
and we can just change it week on week and do it like that. I think this works.
Yes.
So infamy, bam, puts
Yeah.
him straight up. Credibility, bam. Connection to their kind,
Danger.
danger and capability, bam. Connection to their counterpart, ugh.
Eh,
Danger to themselves, Ugh. Detestability. Ugh. But they are literally so opposite of each other, they all kind of cancel out. Because, like, infamy was 10,
I
credibility was 10,
yeah.
danger and uh, capability were 9s. So, like, he bumps up here, but if anything, he might actually be here.
He's at least high A tier.
Mm. Mm.
He's above the Monarch in standing, but I think when it comes down to it, he is definitely A tier villain.
Yeah.
Maybe low S tier. It all varies. It all depends.
Mm. Once we get another S tier character, we could probably bump them up to low S because we can determine, like, base them off each other. But based on what we have now, high A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Whoa.
Yeah. That was the first episode of Evil on the Radio.
Yes. Yes. And that name idea is full credit to you because I didn't even remember you said it.
I just came up with it because you're a radio host and I'm evil.
Yes, exactly. And one could say being a radio host is quite evil. You know, I am an evil person. I may be goofy. I may have this nice little smile. Look at me. I'm so cute. But I also have my dark side.
I was about to say, don't you fucking dare turn on the wolf ears. Don't do that.
I could, but I'd have to, like,
No,
swap over to here and then go into my files again and do all that.
No,
Like, that's
no, because all that would do would remind me of all of those fucking cringy TikToks that go, "You're not an alpha, I'm an alpha," and it's like the fucking they swap it over and it's just that really cringy fucking.
I'm the alpha. I'm the leader. I'm the one.
No, you know what? Thank you everyone for joining in.
No, no. We're not done here. We're not done here.
What do you have then?
No, I just thought we'd chat for a little bit. Yeah, like.
I am not fucking sticking around if that's the fucking shit you're about to bring out.
No,
I'm going
no,
to jump out my window. Goodness gracious.
As Cody says, there's a darkness in those eyes. Look into the black void of the radio host eyes. I'm staring directly at you, Dr. Raven.
I'm going to commit a murder. I've been itching to throw a punch recently.
All right, I think an hour and a half is good banter, good chat. I think we're good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, next time we've got to bring 3 new villains. Well, 1 each, and I'll have to bring the surprise round.
Yes.
It's not going to be much of a surprise though, because I'll have to give it to you to add to the tier list.
Well, no, you can just send me it on Discord and then I can add it that way during the stream. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, keep it a full surprise, and then that way I will be. You could put me on the spot like I did with you with Hank Scorpio being like, boom, look at this guy.
Yeah, because this time I'm not gonna fucking tell you who I'm bringing.
Yeah. I think if we were working out the kinks and we were trying to, like, discuss and get this all set up and figure out what we're doing. But next time, I think every time now we should totally just do it surprise, off the cuff, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining in today. It has been fucking great fun for a first episode. We've got a couple. Well, I don't know when I don't even know if we'll end this. We'll always have villains to talk about.
Well, we'll see how it go.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
If anything, if it does reach a point that we get stale, we can just swap over to, like, heroes and put them in instead. Like, there's a couple options.
Yeah. You could go for heroes that have a villain arc and just go full tilt anyway.
Oh, I instantly just thought of one because Cyber, you're gonna like this because of TikTok and because of my good friend Michael. I've downloaded Crunchyroll. I've downloaded Crunchyroll and I'm watching My Hero. And I was watching that with Cyber at one point, and I'm back into it. And Midoriya has a villain arc, so, like, they're
He
here.
has a vigilante arc, not a villain.
That's there's an argument to be made there that vigilantes are villains, you know.
Yeah, technically. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining. I'm going to be ending stream here.
I.
As always,
Oh, sorry.
please, yeah, as as always, please take care of yourselves. And whenever we end the stream, we always remember to follow our little channel motto here. We're here for the good times, the good vibes, and for the long time. Take care, all.
And I will do. I guess I'll do my outro that I haven't done in 8 months and totally remember. I mean, I could keep going. I could keep going. I'll swap myself over here on the screen and also mute Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce from the call. You take care, bud.
See you later, buddy. Bye.
See ya.
And let me throw myself over here. 1 second. Hi. How we doing, everybody? So that was Evil on the Radio. That was the thing that me and Ben had been chatting about for a little bit, and I did want to get back into streaming. I've been out of it because of work stuff and just general kind of bad vibes with myself and mental health and shit like that. But and also just general laziness because I'm a lazy bastard. But hopefully this is me starting back into things. We will see. Thank you all so much for joining. I'm gonna move the microphone in here to see my arm. How you doing? Get real close. Hi. But what was my outro? I don't remember my outro. I know it had one thing, and that's it. What the fuck was it? I mean, I could keep going. I could switch on my PlayStation and go for a little bit, but I'm honestly kind of tired. I kind of wanted to chill and watch TV and drink my nice beers that I got that haven't resealed themselves now anymore. But that was 9:30. Yeah, no, I'm gonna end here. My guys, gals, and non-binary pals. This is your host, signing off. Thank you, all of you, for sticking around and joining the Northern Grove FM, to which there will hopefully be more episodes of Evil on the Radio, and maybe a secret future project that I've been working on that I might give a sneak peek to on my TikTok at some point. We will see what happens. But thank you all for joining. I will see you all later. Bye.